back deep. Tucker, line drive. Thompson will take a knee. Now let's go downstairs to Tim Brewster.
Thank you, Gus. Talking to Mac Brown at the half, he wants to stay patient with the inside runs. They've got to be able to continue to run the football inside the tackles. Ash is going to have to hit some deep play action shots. They're going to have to throw. They're going to have to catch the ball. Defense has been outstanding. On the other side, Bill Snyder, predictable. Run the ball with Klein. They're going to have to get Klein off in the running game. Stay out of 3rd and long. That's going to be critical, Gus.
All right, thank you very much. So Klein, as you take a look at the total numbers, will start at the 20. And the handoff. Thompson trying to get outside. And he doesn't do it. Jackson Jeffcoat, who's been playing really well in this game, comes up with the tackle.
And I'll bet at the half that Mac Brown said to his team and his defense, you're playing awfully well. But I'm going to nitpick a little bit. We got a questionable call against us, but you still let Kansas State drive it downfield and score a touchdown. Adversity, you have to handle it.
2nd down and 8 at the 22. Over the middle. And it's caught. Macaro tackling Travis Tannehill, the junior tight end.
Earlier in the game, Coach Brew talked about the Texas receivers. Can they help out their young quarterback, David Ash? I really thought the first catch of the night by Chris Harper for Kansas State helped get them going in the passing game and helped out his quarterback who was struggling.
3rd down and 2 at the 28, opening drive of the 2nd half. For K-State. Klein runs it himself. Klein will not get it. Great pursuit by the Texas defense, led by senior Blake Gideon.
Watch Colin Klein as he moves to his left. He's going to move this way, but watch the pursuit coming back here that closes down his run lane as he starts to spin. See, as he tries to spin back inside, look at that. Right there, they're there to put him down.
So Dorr sends it away. High wobbly kick. Fair caught at the 30. And how about that? Texas fans are not happy with the call in the first half. And the Kansas State punt team awfully close to Quandre Diggs.
In the first half, the call went against Texas for kick-catch interference, and it didn't appear to be. Right there, in the space of Quandre Diggs, was number 38, Matthew Pearson. They wanted the call going their way.
1st down and 10, Texas at the 30. Malcolm Brown runs it left. And Brown will gain a yard and a half. Arthur Brown. And this is why the Texas fans were brewing after the last play.
This was the first half. Tremaine Thompson calling fair catch. And right there, nice job by Alex Zumberg, number 48, backing off. And then here, they don't make the call against Matthew Pearson. Frankly, they got the first one wrong and the second one right. But that doesn't help make up for it as far as the Texas fans are concerned.
Kansas State scoring the touchdown on that drive. 2nd and 9 at the 31. Out of the I formation. The handoff, Brown. And this time he'll gain 2. So that will bring up 3rd down and 7.
And here comes, sorry, Gus. And here comes one of those key throws that Coach Brew talked about Mac Brown saying he needs to make. David Ash, 6 for 14 in the first half for only 29 yards. His longest completion, I believe, was for 6 yards.
Along with an interception. Texas 4 of 10 on 3rd down conversions. Hills enters the game at running back. Changes to the other side of Ash. And Ash with all day throwing. He'll dance out of the pocket. Nobody open. But he did find somebody open. Great job, Blaine Irby finding a soft spot. And David Ash extends the play with his legs and comes up with a 10-yard completion.
Blaine Irby knew his quarterback was in trouble, number 19. He's going to run his pass route, and then he ends up seeing his quarterback in trouble, so he finds open space, dead area, and presents himself and catches a tough one.
First down and 10 at the 43. Brown, and he'll be hitting it. The backfield goes down. Nice tackle, Emmanuel Lamar with the stop.
Watch the last play with Blaine Irby. What Gus described was finding an open area to help out his quarterback who's on the run. Garrett, 27 on the coverage, passes him off. Irby stays there, shows him his numbers. That 1-9 looked big for David Ash, and he put it on him for a completion.
And Emmanuel Lamar has had a special night as well with the interception early on for Kansas State. Ash picked off. Wow! Ty Zimmerman. And Ty Zimmerman gets it to the Texas 37-yard line, a 25-yard return. DJ Grant with the tackle.
Ty Zimmerman's third interception in his last 2 games against Texas. He had 2 last year. And on this throw with David Ash getting some pressure in his face, probably was best suited to either throw it over the sideline out of bounds or tuck it down, because on initial view, I'm not sure where he's going with the football. Appears he's trying to go to DJ Grant, number 18, and overshoots in a big way.
Kansas State playing with the short field at the Texas 37. And a handoff. And this is Schubert. He dives forward and gets to the 30. Carrington Bindum with the tackle. 2 interceptions by David Ash. 1 in the first quarter and 1 at the beginning of the third quarter now. Kansas State with it at the 31, 2nd and 4. Hubert with running room. And he'll get out of bounds at the 20. Bind him there to usher him out of bounds after a gain of 12.
And the Texas defense, which has been so stout, now we're starting to find creases. Watch Hubert coming through. Picks it up right there. Look at that, right up front, number 50, Nick Pitts. And then on the side, number 70, Zach Hansen. And then he gets a block downfield from Chris Harper.
First down and 10 to the 19. Wilson and Hubert in the backfield. Klein, outside running. Oh, beautiful open field tackle by Jeffcoat. And there's a new right-hander warming up in the bullpen. It looks as if Case McCoy will get an opportunity to get into the ball game.
We talked with Brian Harsin, the offensive coordinator. Would you make a change? And he said if things aren't going the way we need them to, we may have to go for a spark with Case McCoy.
And things aren't going the way they need them to. 2nd and 12. At the 21. Klein, shovel pass, Hubert. And Hubert brought down by Keenan Robinson.
Kansas State starting to find a little more room to run their offense. On the shovel pass inside, Keenan Robinson, number 1, has to fight off the block and make the tackle. Fighting off the block of Nick Pitts, number 50.
3rd down and 8 at the 17. Kansas State 2 of 10 on 3rd down conversion. Here comes the blitz. Kansas State picks it up. Klein in the end zone. Incomplete and a flag on the play. Chris Harper, the intended receiver. And this may be pass interference against Bindum.
Original play broke down.
Pass interference by number 23 of the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty, and it's an automatic first down.
Top of your screen, working one-on-one. Chris Harper running the corner route. Bindum clutching and grabbing on him the entire way, right in front of the officials. Easy call for the officials as Harper gained the advantage, and Klein bought a little extra time in the pocket to deliver it downfield.
So now the football is placed at the Texas 2. First down and goal. Hubert. The lone setback. Klein likes to run it down here. Option. Klein takes it and gets gobbled up. Alex Okafor.
This is heavy run for Kansas State. All tendencies are inside the 5 to run it, but watch Okafor, number 80. Has to make the play off of the block. Ends up playing off of 2, really. Goes through the tight end, McDonald, 18, and the offensive tackle, Offner, 75, and makes the play.
2nd and goal. A loss of a yard on the last play. At the 3. Wilson and Hubert line up in the offset off. Klein, option again. Nothing. Gideon jumping in the backfield, raking at the football. And he almost knocked that one loose.
Good pickup there. Partner, you saw it the whole way, didn't you? Gideon coming through, and as he's making the tackle, look at him raking at it, trying to strip the football out and create a big play.
3rd down and goal at the 3. Big win for Texas if they can keep them out of the end zone.
They want to throw the ball. Harper's their primary go-to guy at the top.
Klein. Looking. Klein. Touchdown. Kansas State. 25th rushing touchdown of the year for Colin Klein.
Little zone read, quarterback read, but look what he does. He runs with his running back to determine whether he should give it to him or not. Just a little extra wrinkle on it. He stays with him on the ride by running a few steps, sees the hole, pulls it down, and barrels in for the score.
Kansas State, after the turnover, going on a 7-play, 37-yard drive. Extra point up and good. Wildcats eat up 3:49. 2 turnovers by Texas, and it's cost them. Zimmerman plucking it out of the air. And then the ground and pound by the big quarterback. 17-3 KSU. Ty Zimmerman on the left coming up with the interception. Klein cashes in with the 3-yard touchdown run. Kansas State has 86 yards in total offense. Texas has 111, but the Wildcats have scored 10 points off 2 turnovers. Diggs and Monroe. This will be Quandre Diggs. And Diggs trying to sniff his way up toward the 20-yard line. So a new quarterback in the game for UT. Case McCoy will get his shot right after this. All right, fans, show your school spirit by going to foxsportsshop.com to get your official team gear today. That's foxsportsshop.com. So Case McCoy, 6'2", 200-pound sophomore, enters the game last week against Mizzou, 3 of 7, 13 yards. And on the season, he's completed 65% of his passes for close to 500 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions from the 19. They'll hand it off. Bergeron. And Bergeron will gain a couple. And let's show you why he's in. David Ash struggling mightily.
Right from the beginning of the game, they planned to give him some easy throws to get his confidence up, but he missed many of them. And even after he started to settle in for a while, got a few completions, he reverted and finished off with a bad interception thrown to Ty Zimmerman, which led to the last touchdown for Kansas State.
So Ash pulled for McCoy. 2nd and 8 at the 21. And McCoy hands it off around the corner. Nice run, Goodwin down the sideline. And he'll get close to midfield. Tyson Hartman knocking him out of bounds.
Coming across your screen is Marquise Goodwin, number 84, this jet sweep that we've seen a few times tonight. Good block at the point of attack on the corner, Garrett, which allowed him to get to the corner and turn it upfield.
And there is an injured Longhorn on the field. And that's Josh Cochran, the left tackle. Freshman. Hallsville, Texas. He and Trey Allen have been flip-flopping at that left tackle position.
And true freshman, not red shirt, hadn't had a chance to have the full benefits of the weight room. He's listed at 275 pounds, but they swear he's up to about 290, 295 already. And you see him going down there, making the block on Arthur Brown, number 4.
Landed on his stomach, may have just gotten the wind knocked out of it as they help the big fella to his feet. Looks like he's going to be okay, and that's a good sign.
Became a starter of the Oklahoma State game and played through until this game when Trey Allen got the job back.
All right, so Case McCoy as Allen comes back into the game. Case's best game this season, 12 of 15 early in the year, 168 yards against UCLA, 2 touchdowns, no picks. In his career, he has not thrown an interception at Texas. 64 attempts to this date, 3 shy of tying Chris Sims for the 10th longest such streak in Texas history. Fires, caught, Goodwin stumbles and is chopped down. Nice open field tackle by Malone. And for Case McCoy, you know, Charles, after Garrett Gilbert went down against BYU to a shoulder injury, the primary responsibility initially fell on Colt McCoy's little brother. But David Ash supplanted him as the starter based on Ash's ability to run and basically his physicality.
They thought he's a much better athlete, thought he could make a few more throws than Case McCoy.
Hills. And he'll crawl forward. Hills getting to the Kansas State 45.
All during this evening, as we've watched Texas try to move the ball on offense, it feels to me like on every drive, they get a semi-explosive play. A 10-yard run here, breakthrough, starting to look good, and then Kansas State's defense shuts them down again. Texas's defense has had the splashier plays, but Kansas State has really shut down Texas overall in this game.
3rd down and 5 of the 46. McCoy may have to let this one fly. Over the middle, caught, great throw. And are they going to call it a catch? Yes, Mike Davis held on long enough. Nice, sharp throw by McCoy.
And the difference was the anticipation and cutting it loose. Just turned it loose, they call it a catch, and then a fumble, and Mike Davis recovers the fumble of his own.
And this is a big moment for Case McCoy. Here's his opportunity.
Further review.
So they're going to review whether or not that was a catch.
For Case McCoy coming in the 3rd quarter, here's his opportunity to take this job back. If he can get some kind of traction and get his team back in this game.
It is wide open at this point because they gave David Ash the opportunity, and he tends to relish these types of moments if he's a McCoy. Watch this throw. Anticipates the window, ball's on its way right now, and he sticks it right in there. Now, is this a catch? Did he fully possess it and control it? That's going to be the question for the replay official, because to the naked eye, it seemed like a catch and a fumble as he goes down and he recovers his fumble. But oftentimes we see these calls reversed because he didn't complete the process of the catch. That's the determination for the replay official.
I don't know, Charles. Sometimes nowadays it just,
you know, when we were kids,
almost like flip a coin.
When we were kids in the backyard, that was a catch and a fumble. Hey, I mean, it wasn't even a question, right?
Exactly.
Catch, fumble, you got it back. Okay, we might argue a little, but not much, and then off you'd go. But the process of the catch, completing that, might take this away. But this is a nice shot by McCoy, throwing it in there against nice coverage by Chapman, number 3. And then he works to work the ball free against Mike Davis. See how he had his arm and pulled it free? This Kansas State defense does a nice job of trying to create turnovers.
Look how fast this takes place. Real speed.
After further review, the ball was caught and then fumbled, but recovered by Texas.
So Case McCoy completing a big 3rd and 5. He gets 10. as he comes in the game here in the third after David Ash was pulled. Coach Mack Brown told us something yesterday. He said you can see it in their eyes if they have it. And you know what it is when you see it. Does Case McCoy have it? We'll see. First down and 10 at the 36. McCoy fires, caught, it! Blade Irby, touchdown, Texas, 36 yards.
Watch the motion in the backfield. There's a lot going on. Fake to Marquise Goodwin. Cody Johns comes out, a fake to Jeremy Hills, and that allowed Irby at tight end to sneak out. No one sees him until too late. Zimmerman gives chase. McCoy puts it on him. Texas in the end zone.
3:43 to go, third quarter. Extra point up and good. Case McCoy, the little brother. They took it from him early. Now he's got a chance to get it back. And he's off to a great start. Down by 7.
And here's a look from our Chase Sapphire action cam. Great view provided all night long here at the Kansas State-Texas game.
7-point game. K-State, Irby on senior night with the big touchdown. 6-play drive, 81 yards. How about Case McCoy? He comes in 3 of 3, 49 yards on the drive. Ash was 7 of 16, 39 yards.
And two guys with something to prove on that drive. Case McCoy off the bench, and Blaine Irby with that tremendous recovery from a knee injury where they told him he would never play football again.
Now, the Texas defense rested, will be ready for bear. Tremaine Thompson. And Thompson following his blocks and goes down at the 21. Now let's go to Los Angeles where Kevin Frazier is standing by for a game.
See up big.
31 to 14. Wow. In Eugene.
And that keeps Stanford's hopes alive if it turns out that way in the Pac-12 North.
Well, remember, Oregon can score points in bunches. First down and 10 to the 21 now. Klein wants to run it. And Klein crosses the 21 to about the 22 and a half. Acho with the tackle.
And Colin Klein is so good that sometimes you have to bring something extra. So it looks like Texas has been spying him with Keenan Robinson, the linebacker, trying to keep an eye on Colin Klein's every movement. And look at this play. On a delayed blitz, no one to cover, go get Colin Klein. But look on the touchdown as Keenan Robinson overruns it and Zach Hansen walls him off, and Klein wins that battle in the one-on-one.
Second down and 8 of the 23. The handoff, Hubert, and he'll be dropped for a loss. Vaccaro submarining into the backfield. And that is a loss of 1 on the play, and will bring up third down and 9 at the 22. Manny Diaz, his kids have been disciplined. The offense hasn't helped them until recently. Now, you can tell that they're playing with the extra sense of urgency to get it back to Case McCoy.
And if they bring pressure, they have to make sure they contain Colin Klein. His legs can pick up first downs.
Third down, 9 of the 22. Klein, deep drop, sets up a screen, incomplete. Hubert, the intended receiver, and Kansas State will have to punt it away.
And you set up that sequence perfectly, partner. The offense gave them help, and the offense gave the defense rest, which allowed them to go out and be aggressive on that sequence.
Where's Big Mo?
Big Mo is now creeping towards the sideline and wanting to hug Mack Brown.
Door, almost blocked. No flag as he goes down, and Diggs has it at the 40-yard line. A 38-yard punt. Ryan Dorr has been excellent for Kansas State, playing a field position game, but UT almost got to the football.
See, there's 3 guys in personal protection now is the punting thing that they're using a lot. And they just say that's not much of a deal here where Ryan Dorr gets hit. Yeah, there was nothing there.
But more importantly for Texas, here's a team that scored only 5 points last week at Mizzou, lost 17-5. Case McCoy, 3 of 3 and a touchdown thrown. On his first opportunity, starts from the 40. Handoff straight ahead, Bergeron with room. And Bergeron crosses the 45 up to the 47. Trey Walker with the tackle.
And now to me, the onus shifts to the Kansas State defense, which has been so impressive for most of the night. The momentum creeping to Texas's sideline. Can the Kansas State defense make another play and try and shut down this momentum that's been generated by the switch to Case McCoy at quarterback?
Our 1st and 10 line is brought to you by Russell Athletic. 7-yard pickup on first down, 2nd and 3. At the 47, out of the offset eye. Bergeron in the backfield. McCoy fires. Ball caught by Mike Davis. And Mike Davis picks it up off the carpet. Hartman and Malone with the tackle, and he'll gain 1 yard with a nice job to salvage that play. 3rd down and 2 yards to go from McCoy and the Texas offense. Close to midfield.
With the way David Ash was playing, this probably would have been a rundown for Texas. Case McCoy's legs aren't the same. I wouldn't be surprised if they throw it.
And now they switch into a wildcat. Cody Johnson in the backfield. Johnson runs it. Johnson dives. And this will be close. This will be close.
Let's see what body part goes down for Cody Johnson to determine where the ball goes. There's the hit. And as he's going down, there's a hand. He's still up at that point, and then dives for the elbow, and the elbow is across the line, but that's unofficial. Let's see about the knee in the background. Knee's down there before he extends and lunges.
Texas throwing caution to the wind. 4th down and inches at midfield. Bergeron in the backfield. McCoy leans forward. And it looks as if it's a 1st down. We'll see if they bring the chains out. And this could be a great momentum builder for UT and Mac Brown. And that takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter. 17-10. Kansas State back after this. And welcome back as we start the 4th quarter. 17-10 the score. Case McCoy has come into the game and has provided the spark that this Texas team needed.
Exactly what Brian Harsin, the offensive coordinator, told us, that they're going to use him as a spark guy, see if he could come in and make some plays. This game is no longer about statistics. This game is about toughness and playmakers. Who steps forward?
1st down and 10 at midfield for McCoy and the Texas offense. Goodwin in motion. They give it to him, sweep it, and he will be tripped up and picks up 3 yards on the play. Now let's go to Kevin Frazier, Oklahoma.
Yeah, Smith.
They're sitting behind Oregon and Alabama, and they're very upset Oklahoma State lost.
2nd down and 8. Nice run on this play by Joe Bergeron as Hartman, the free safety, makes the tackle. So if you weren't with us at the top of our broadcast, let's fill you in on what's taking place in this game. Kansas State and Texas early on, defensive battle. Kansas State catches a break on a punt return. They call interference, march down the field and score. shouldn't have taken place. David Ash throws 2 picks. Case McCoy replaces him and scores on his first opportunity as he throws a touchdown pass to Blaine Irby. Malcolm Brown running the football.
And that's a surprising call to me. 3rd and 5. Texas comes out, power set, hands the ball inside with a quarterback who came off the bench and sparked them and does a good job of taking care of the football, throwing it. Big surprise to me here at midfield. The only thing that I can think, they want to make it a field position game and rely on their defense to pin them deep.
So Tucker sends it away. Caught by Thompson at the 15-yard line, a 30-yard punt. So Colin Klein coming back on the field, 13:07 to play, 4th quarter, 7-point game. Your quarterback is 4 for 4, Case McCoy, and you run the football.
Yeah, I was surprised there, and I said it at the time. I thought they'd allow him to throw the football, keep the momentum up. The only thing I can think, they want to try and rely on this defense, which has been so hot, to pin them deep and try and get field position. Kansas State loves close games. We saw the graphic. 6 of the 8 wins by 7 points or less.
First down and 10 of the 16. And Clyde dragged down Okafor. What a game. This junior has been sensational this afternoon. What are the Longhorns doing on defense, Coach Brewster?
Gus, they are loading the box with 9 defenders. At the snap of the ball, there's 9 guys within 6 yards of the line of scrimmage. They're run down blitzing. They're going to have to throw the ball on 1st and 2nd down to have a chance.
And when you take a look in there, look at how many people are stacked close to the line of scrimmage, just as you described, Coach. Everyone up there. They've got 10 literally in the box right now.
2nd down and 10 of the 16. Clyde, play fake, rolling, in trouble, fires, incomplete. Throws his man to the football, Travis Tannehill. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 10 at the 16-yard line.
All right, take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the box for Texas before that last snap.
3rd down and 10. Kansas State 0 for 3 on conversions in the 2nd half. Klein in a gun. Over the middle. Screen. Hubert. Looking. Hubert. Close to the 1st down. Forward lean, and he may have gotten it.
He got it. He earned it with great effort because he was tackled short of the 1st down and kept driving.
So on 3rd and 10, they get 11.
Look at Hubert, because there's the tackle. 3, 4 guys. He continues to drive and work his way free. 5'7", 185 pounds of fury picks up the 1st down.
1st down and 10 to the 27. Breathing room now for Kansas State. Texas showing blitz, and Klein will burn a timeout. 11:34 to play in the 4th quarter. K-State up 17-10.
Look at our Sprint Unlimited update. David Ash, the starting quarterback for Texas, struggled. 2 interceptions. That interception by Ty Zimmerman led to this touchdown by Colin Klein that gave Kansas State a big advantage. But then Case McCoy, the backup quarterback off the bench, to the senior, Blaine Irby. Tight end, touchdown, takes us to where we are right now, 17-10, Kansas State.
McCoy chomping at the bit, knows that this may be his big chance to win this job back. 1st down and 10 at the 27. Klein, pump fake, steps up in the pocket, gets outside, picks up a 1st down, and tiptoes out of bounds at about the 44, a 16-yard gain.
Always the worry when you rush a quarterback who can move. They've been using Keenan Robinson as a spy. He ends up going into pass coverage, vacates. Colin Klein goes into the open area and picks up a 1st down with his feet.
1st down and 10 to the 42. Hubert. And he'll be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. As a matter of fact, he may have lost a couple of yards on the play.
This drive may have a long way to go. It may not. But the poise of Kansas State continues to impress me. And here's why. Texas had Old Mo going their way. They end up holding them on a 3rd and 5, making them punt the ball away. And now the offense trying their best to give their defense some rest despite the 7 3-and-outs this game, so many this game.
2nd and 10. Line, shovel pass, Hubert gets outside, spins, dives forward. And he will be tackled by Acho at midfield after an 8-yard gain.
See, worst case scenario now for Kansas State is that they're flipping the field position. They've gotten out from their hole back deep. Del Miller, the co-offensive coordinator, and Dana Dimmel, both of them coordinating the offense, but Bill Snyder calls this offense and giving the defense a chance to breathe.
3rd down and 2 at midfield. For Kansas State, this is generally Colin Klein running time. And he'll run it. Oh, look at that Texas D. They push him back and say nothing doing. Okafor leading the way. K-State will punt it again. A loss of 3 on 3rd down and 2.
Again, the Texas defense loads up front, gives them no running lanes. They're going to try and bang it inside. Look at how they changed the line of scrimmage, push the front wall back of Kansas State. Colin Klein had no chance. So that brings on the punter, who needs another good one.
Ryan Dorr has been excellent. His 8th punt from the 33. Quandre Diggs would like to get a chance to return this one. But Dorr hangs it high in the air. Diggs, and the fair catch made at the 12. A 41-yard punt, but great hang time by Ryan Dorr. Ace McCoy get another shot, down by 7. Last time Brian Harsin, the co-offensive coordinator, along with Major Applewhite, who calls the plays, had the ball, they had a 3rd down 5 in midfield. Their quarterback was 4-4, had just thrown a touchdown, and they elected to run it. Now, Texas gets it. Instead of having good field position, they're at their own 13. Down by 7.
Texas played a field position game, and Kansas State flipped the script on them by moving the ball and then punting it deep on Texas.
Case McCoy in for David Ash. 4 for 4. Here's a handoff, Bergeron. And Bergeron doesn't go too far. He gets 2 on the play. Charles, I don't know. I mean,
see,
Harsin's going to have to let Case McCoy throw the ball.
And I think this is the down to throw it, because you've got to get it to 3rd and manageable at worst case scenario. You don't want to be 3rd and long in this situation. Would not be surprised to see him throw it here to try and create that 3rd and 4 or less.
Trips at the top of your screen. McCoy over the middle. Caught, nicely done. Mike Davis picks up a 1st down. Case McCoy with an intensity in his eyes as he completes this one to Mike Davis.
Number 1 to the right of your screen, just runs a little inside route, and McCoy puts it right on him, and Davis does a nice job of turning and getting straight upfield and getting all he can out of that play.
Remember, McCoy has not thrown an interception in his career at Texas. Only a sophomore. 3rd down and 1. They didn't get that 1st down. And here's Johnson. Now he will. Watch out! Look at the big fella. Rumbling at the 40. Still on his feet. Down at the 22. Malone with the saving tackle. Senior Cody Johnson picking him up and putting him down.
They go Wildcat, but look at how many people are up close to the line of scrimmage for Kansas State. So if it does pop, there's no one back deep. And it does. Blocked very well by Texas, and Johnson has lots of room to rumble.
A 55-yard run. First down and 10 at the Kansas State 23. Now Malcolm Brown in the Wildcat. Brown runs it. And Malcolm Brown gets inside the 20. 6:50 to play in the fourth quarter. Texas with 3 timeouts. Look at the rushing yards. 181 for UT.
Did that last play look familiar to you? Remember Texas Tech? Fozzie Whitaker in the Wild Foz, faking it, going to the power side. Same play, different person running it.
Now McCoy, Whitaker lost for the season last week against Missouri to a knee injury. 2nd and 6. Bergeron, first down, Texas. Zimmerman with the tackle, but look at that UT O-line. They are firing off the ball now.
Just look at these guys going up front. At number 82, Luke Pellman, he's a tight end number, but he's an offensive lineman by trade. They bring him in their power sets, and that creates a big hole with Mason Walters, 72, Trey Hopkins, 75 on the right side.
6 minutes to play. First down and 10 at the 11. Malcolm Brown in the backfield, they give it to him. And Brown, a yard on the play. Texas has completed just 42% of its passes in the red zone this season, 11 of 26. That's the worst mark in the Big 12. And McCoy wants to change that tonight.
And the way he's throwing the football, he's got an opportunity to do so. And to me, this is, again, a throwing down on 2nd and 9. Look at the clock, 5:30 and ticking. Texas can't count on being down here again. I'm thinking Mac Brown might be thinking about 4-down territory if they get a good game.
2nd and 9. Goodwin in the slot at the top. Davis all at the wide receiver spot, and now Cody Johnson stumbles. So that brings up a big 3rd down and 8. At the 9-yard line, Mac Brown, what's going through his mind? He is deep in thought, in communication with his coaches. His quarterback, Case McCoy, has been terrific. He's 5 of 5, 57 yards. So let's set up the formation. Hales at the top of your screen. Davis at the bottom. Looks like he's in one-on-one coverage. McCoy looks that way. Throws it in the corner. Incomplete. DJ Grant, the intended receiver.
They had what they wanted, but for whatever reason, DJ Grant, number 18, doesn't get to the back of the end zone in the timing because they run the 2 receivers to the top short to pull the coverage up. And then Grant crossing behind might have gone a step or 2 too deep before making his cut to the sideline.
So Justin Tucker comes in to attempt a 26-yard field goal. Do you agree with this?
Yes, because they've got to get something out of this. And with the defense playing as well as they are, that's too long of a down and distance to try and get it here.
And the field goal up and good. 4:27 to go, fourth quarter. 17-13 Kansas State. The Texas defense has been excellent. Can they step up in the biggest moment of the game? We'll see after this. Welcome back, 17-13. As the Texas defense will come back on the field. Kansas State ready to receive it. And Klein will come back into the game. Tremaine Thompson, Chris Harper ready to return it. Tucker. This one will be returned. Inside the 10, Thompson. Thompson down the sideline and is knocked out of bounds at the 35. Justin Tucker making the tackle. Now let's go to Kevin Frazier for a game break. What a weekend of college football. Wow. First down and 10 at the 35 for Klein. And he runs it. Straight ahead, he'll hop forward and pick up 2. Clock still running. Texas has 3 timeouts left. Kansas State with 2.
And count on Kansas State to milk as much clock as absolutely possible here. With the way Colin Klein throws, being as inconsistent as he is, I would guess Bill Snyder wants the ball on the ground way more than he wants to throw it. He wants that clock moving with the lead.
Wildcats not in a rush. 2nd and 7 at the 38. Klein again. And he's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Acho, the senior from Dallas. And that's a no-gainer. Brings up 3rd and 7 at the 38. Big decision for Kansas State. Do they go for the first down and throw it and risk an incomplete pass that will stop the clock?
I think he runs it again here. Texas has to keep this from a first down, otherwise it becomes a timeout game.
Remember, Kansas State has a punter that's been doing an excellent job. Klein to throw. Klein scrambling. Oh, he's going to take a big loss. A loss of 5 to the 29. But he goes down. Jackson Jeffcoat, first man to him.
Texas takes a timeout now to conserve time on the clock. Have to admit, this is a surprise to me that they want to throw the football here with Colin Klein, and then he compounds it with no one there. Doesn't get rid of the football to at least save the yardage. Big advantage to Texas with the stop, the sack. They get the timeout now and are going to get the football back.
But Ryan Dorr has been terrific. He's punted 8 times, averaging 42.6 per punt. His long is 52. He's been the MVP for K-State because he's managed to really get that ball high in the air on his punts.
And he's done such a fantastic job all night. But right now is the one that they're going to remember from Kansas State. What have you done for me lately? He needs a big one.
Punting from the 15. Quandre Diggs back at the 25. Texas has got close to blocking. Dorr drives it. Not as high. Diggs at the 30. Oh, Diggs down the sideline. Puts it back. Quandre Diggs gets to the 39-yard line. Dorr makes a saving tackle. A 44-yard punt and a 34-yard return.
And look where it gets set up, and he gets to the sideline, stays in bounds, makes his cut right there on the sideline. They determined it because I have not seen anyone say he stepped out there. He gets all of the return, and a big one for Texas in business in Kansas State territory. Them go down the sideline, tightrope it right there, possibly could be called out of bounds, but they did not catch it.
So Case McCoy, first down at 10 at the Kansas State 37. Now the officials will take a look.
The previous play is under further review.
And Texas fans are upset, but I think what's under review is where he stepped out of bounds. They'll just remark the football, and Texas will keep the ball. Look at him going down the sideline. Right there.
It's hard to tell.
It's a tough one, isn't it? They did not call him out of bounds on the field. So again, is it indisputable? Is it indisputable? Is he in the white? That's going to be the call from the officials. You see it right there. A white shoe on the white border. Tough call for the replay official.
So if that is out of bounds for Diggs, it'll be around the 49-yard line. A 12-yard difference.
But either way, momentum plays for Texas. Third down sack, and then a nice punt return.
Let's bring in our rules analyst, at our command center, Mike Pereira. Mike, what do you see?
Well, as you see, you know, it looks to me like he steps out of bounds, but so many times I've seen these shot from high middle of the field thing where you don't get the great vantage point. But to me, when you see the toe come up, when you watch that right foot hit, you know, to me it looks like he's out of bounds. And like you say, 12 yards difference here. But to me, I think he is out of bounds. Now, again, they're looking at this thing and they're going to stop it. They're going to stop it at that point and take a look. And then it's a judgment called by referee Cooper Castleberry to see if he feels there's enough to overturn that original call that was made on the field that he wasn't out of bounds.
After further review, the runner stepped out at the Kansas State 49-yard line. It's a first down. Please set the game clock to 2 minutes and 39 seconds.
All right, thank you very much, Mike, for assisting us on the call. So a 12-yard difference. They back it up. UT will have it at the Kansas State 49.
And remember, they need a touchdown to take the lead and try to win the game. Field goal does them no good.
2 timeouts remaining for Texas. DJ Monroe in the backfield. McCoy underneath, incomplete. Intended for Mike Davis.
And this is going to be a drive where Case McCoy and his receivers are going to have some connections. I don't think Texas can run it down the field and drive it into the end zone against Kansas State exclusively. He's going to have to make some throws. They're going to have to catch it to try and create some first downs and move it.
2nd down and 10. McCoy in the gun. Jeremy Hills in the backfield. McCoy, play action, down the seam. Incomplete. Davis, the intended receiver. Dangerous pass for Case McCoy.
Watch Davis, number 1, with Goodwin trailing behind him. Davis gets into the middle and up the seam, and the ball's delivered, but it's way too high. No opportunity for Mike Davis to make a catch on that play. Fortunate that it goes through Tyson Hartman, number 2.
McCoy has missed his last 3. 3rd down 10 at the 49. McCoy in trouble. Dumps it out of bounds. And now Mack Brown has a decision to make on 4th down and 10.
I don't think there's much of a decision here. 17-13, 2:24 to go. Not likely to get the ball back the way Kansas State runs things. It makes it very difficult, even with the timeout. Got to go for it here.
So on 4th down and 10, at the 49, they send trips to the top of your screen. McCoy in the gun. Davis at the bottom. McCoy steps up. In trouble, and he's sacked. Great job by Kansas State. Adam Davis. And Texas turns it over on down.
And Kansas State came into the game number 117 out of 120 teams in Division 1A in pass defense. On this play, it was a coverage sack. Nowhere to go with the football. Persistence from the defensive front. Adam Davis putting him down to finish things off for Kansas State. A gutsy performance by the Kansas State defense, which has been under siege for most of the second half.
First sack of the night for Kansas State. 2:18 to go. And now the Wildcats take over at the Texas 46. Klein runs it. And Klein picks up a yard. Keenan Robinson with the tackle.
Want to see how Texas is going to manipulate their timeouts on defense now as the clock ticks down. It's not done yet. If they can go ahead and hold them here, but I want to see how they want to use their timeouts, because you know Kansas State's going to use every second of the play clock before the ball is snapped.
Kansas State has defeated Texas 3 straight games. 1st and 10 line brought to you by Russell Athletics. 2nd and 9. High snap handled straight ahead. Hubert. And Hubert falls forward at the 37, an 8-yard gain. And now Texas calls a timeout. Longhorns have 1 remaining.
And that was a huge pickup for Kansas State to put them in short yardage now to try and pick up the first down. And if you're Kansas State, remember how I've been saying don't throw it, and then they come out and they throw it? What would surprise me more now, Bigfoot walking into the stadium or Kansas State throwing the ball? Kansas State throwing the ball. I mean, right now, you find a way to run it, make Texas burn their last time out if necessary, and take all your time and punt it away if you have to. If you pick up the first down, you're in a position to lock this thing away.
3rd down and 2 for Kansas State. Hubert in the backfield. And now K-State will call a timeout.
Now, how smart was that by Colin Klein? Because he wanted the timeout. Did you see him motion to the referee? Come to me, because I'm calling a timeout, sir, but not yet, not yet. And he's looking at the play clock. When it got to 1, timeout. That way they avoided the loss of yardage on 3rd down. Now they still have a chance to pick up the first down with a short running play. Well coached, well executed by Colin Klein.
Coach Brew, your thoughts?
I would give the ball to Colin Klein right here. Right now, you don't want to risk a mesh problem, a handoff issue at all. I'd put him in the gun and run quarterback ISO or quarterback power with Colin Klein and go get the first down.
Klein has rushed 26 times, folks, for 4 yards. 3rd and 2. They hand it off to Hubert, and Hubert stumbles forward. Doesn't look like he got it. Keenan Robinson got an ankle. And Texas will call their final timeout with 1 minute and 23 to go. Let's see what Kansas State elects to do. They have not brought the punter onto the field on 4th down and 1. Dorr still on the sideline.
Yeah, Sean Snyder, the assistant head coach of Kansas State, the son of Bill Snyder, who's an All-American punter at Kansas State for his dad. See, they just want to make Texas think right now. Are we going to punt? Are we going to go for it? They want some indecision on Texas's part on defense.
And it looks like they're going for it.
Let's see if they try and pull him offside with a long count. Try and see if they can get a cheap one from Texas.
And they won't get it.
On the offense, the 5-yard penalty, and it's still 4th down.
It was worth the try. You pick up the cheap one, so much the better. You don't, you take the 5-yard penalty, which gives your punter a better cushion as he tries to pin Texas deep.
So Dorr will come on. He'll punt it from the 42. 10th punt of the game for Ryan Dorr. And it looks like the Longhorns are going to go after this one. Nobody deep, and they won't get to him. And it goes into the end zone for a touchback. So with 1 minute and 16 to go. Kansas State with a 17-13 lead.
See the rush coming to Ryan Dorr. He's up and extended. Slight bump from Cody Johnson. The officials have given a lot of leeway tonight and not wanting to just pull the flag out indiscriminately for guys flopping after a punt. How much credit can we give both defenses tonight for keeping their teams in the game? Now it's up to Kansas State one last time to try and shut down Texas.
No timeouts left for Case McCoy. 1:16 to go at his own 20. Incomplete. Intended for Davis. Malone covering. 2nd and 10.
And remember, they need a touchdown. And the corners of Kansas State feel pretty comfortable snugging up with these receivers against Texas. You didn't see a lot of space there as Malone drove on the football.
Second and 10. McCoy steps out of the pocket, runs it, dives forward, and crosses the 25 up to the 26.5. Meshach Williams with the tackle. Longhorns quickly to the line of scrimmage. 55 seconds to go. McCoy underneath. Mike Davis with the catch. First down. Clock will stop until the ball is placed with 48 seconds to go.
The corners of Kansas State are sitting about 7-8 yards and not really retreating, trying to play the receivers.
McCoy in trouble to the sideline. Caught. And they get out of bounds. Hales. A gain of 5, 38 seconds to go.
Smart play by Deshaun Hales getting out of bounds and saving clock. But at some point, Texas has to drive the football downfield. Kansas State will give up all that they want and let the clock bleed out if they throw it short and make the play.
2nd down and 5 at the 38. McCoy over the middle. Oh, nice catch at midfield. Onyebule with the grab. A gain of 12, 30 seconds. McCoy flushed, fires, incomplete. And the clock stops at 24 seconds.
Had a shot there with Hales crossing in the middle of the field. McCoy couldn't get his feet set and didn't have enough arm to get it there.
No timeouts for Texas. They need a touchdown. 2nd and 10. Face McCoy. Drops back. Goes for the home run. Oh! Davis.
And this is one that they wish they could have back because Nigel Malone made a mistake, came underneath to try and undercut the route and stopped his feet and allowed Mike Davis to get behind him. Texas had the big play and were unable to connect.
17 seconds. 3rd down and 10. Davis lines up at the top of your screen. The track star Goodwin is all the way at the bottom. McCoy steps up, looking, and McCoy will take the loss, and I don't know if the Horns can get back to the line of scrimmage quick enough. 3 seconds. They snap it. Final play. McCoy, desperate. McCoy looking, and that's your ball game. Kansas State defeats Texas for the 4th straight time as the Wildcats win it 17-13.
And on the final play, understanding situations, Case McCoy scrambling around. At that point, you've got to find a way to set your feet and throw that ball as deep as you can to try and give a play. That's all you've got. Time's out. You knew the clock had run out. He tried to end up throwing it short and hoping. But that stage, find a way to set your feet and launch it. He'll learn. A sophomore who came in and sparked Texas and gave them an opportunity.
Kansas State improves their record to 9-2, 6-2 in the Big 12. Texas falls to 6-4, 3-4 in conference play.
Gritty, tough, mentally tough. Kansas State finds another way to win.
Kansas State 121 total yards and a win on the road. Here's Coach Brewster with Coach Snyder.
Thank you, Gus. Coach, hard-fought football game. Your thoughts?
Well, I'm not sure we deserved to win the ball game. I'm not very happy with the way we played offensively. I thought we did a tremendous job defensively, our coaches and our players. We let one go on the special teams when they got a punt return against us, and we just didn't play very well on offense. So we got a lot of work to do.
You put a great deal of pressure on Colin Klein, him running the football, and just talk a little bit about how he played.
Well, he's played better. He's had better ball games, but Texas had a lot to do with that. That wasn't him. It was as much as it was we weren't very effective up front. We didn't block very well, quite obviously. And I don't know what we had rushing the football, but it was very minimal. I know that, whether it was him or anybody else. But if we can't block people, then nobody's going to run the football. We didn't.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, Klein finishes 9 of 17, 83 yards passing with the touchdown. He rushed 26 times for 4 yards, was sacked 5 times, but Kansas State gets out of Austin with the win. Next Saturday, the FX Game of the Week is in Norman, Oklahoma, where the Iowa State Cyclones will take on the Oklahoma Sooners starting at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Coming up next after a commercial break, Kevin Frazier and Marcus Allen in the studio for the Russell Athletic postgame show. Exciting game, a defensive battle early, got a little crazy at the end. For Charles Davis, Tim Brewster, and our entire crew, I'm Gus Johnson saying so long from Austin, 17-13, K-State.